When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Florida State Seminoles. Taking on the winners of 3 straight, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Seminoles will put total leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for...
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
You got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Boots his first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Bring in the heat. And the Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Sperry. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Noles will call on their punt team. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Soft spot in the middle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Throws to the wideout. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. Back to pass, it's Sperry. Quick strike complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. NC State has to come up with a big play on third and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll return it from around the 50. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Scanning the field, it's Sperry. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Noles are threatening in the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running back searching for a hole. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle, that's Jones. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks, it's Jackson. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. To the air on first down. Under fire. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Tight end now in motion. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Trying to set up the screen. Nice move there. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it. They still got the first down. NC State on the move, set up with another first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Man, that is one this QB is going to wish he had back. That receiver was so wide open. There was nobody even near him, and the quarterback...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Whew. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They punted away on fourth down. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Grabs it inside the 15. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Turner. Touchdown, Noles! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Pressure coming. And this defense is bringing the Heat another sack.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on 1st down, sack on 2nd down, and now on 3rd down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He'll return it from the 50. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The give to the tailback. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done were
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now
breaks into the open. Snowed under by the defense.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run, so now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Here's the pressure. Had to get rid of it quickly. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. There he goes. Open it up. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll run play action. Got his man quickly. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Sperry. Rushes on him. Touchdown, Florida State. Fit it in the window for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Florida State, 31, NC State, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Going to the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it's squarely fault.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And, man, this defense at it again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced third and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you've put them in a very predictable...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force third and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Longo. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a... makes a grab past the marker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down?
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Splits the uprights. Good. And wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out.
Roughing the kick. Defense.
Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. 2nd down, down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away, because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. The 40. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown Seminoles. How about this defense taking one back to the house? It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn it on the Jets, making the big play.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Punt is in the air. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Gives it on the option. There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Richardson.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide, either way.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
7 yards on the play. Number 16,
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Nestles it in at the 35. Can they catch him? He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Takes the easy one to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds his big tight end. Got enough space. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The running back has it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kicker bragged that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. Field goal is good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Finds a man on the right. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. To the air on second down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Here's a hit. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Off play action. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Turning it on. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Wants to return it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off. Give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.